Hello and welcome to Wheels on the Bike. I'm Agnieszka and this is the 2021 Kona Sutra Touring bike. I've had the bike for just over 2 weeks. I've ridden about 30 kilometers on it, so this video is going to be first impressions of what I think about the bike. I will share some of the components, some of the features of the bike, as well as modifications I've made to the bike, and I'll identify one thing that I'm not so thrilled about. So if you're interested in any of that, please keep watching. I bought this bike in size 50. Unfortunately, because of the COVID pandemic, I wasn't able to test ride it. So I bought this based on the sizing guidelines that Kona had online and by speaking to the shop owner. Because of that, to make the bike a little bit more comfortable, I had to add a stem extender to bring the handlebars up and closer towards me, and now the bike fits very well. So like I said, this is a steel bike. It comes ready with a number of features that make it touring friendly. Specifically, this is the Brooks B17 saddle. It comes with a rear rack, fenders with mud flaps, as well as a number of brace-ons that you can attach things to. So for example, on the front rack, it has 4 brace-ons that I'm hoping to attach a front rack on. Additionally, it has, brace-ons for bottle cages, etc. Let's talk about the wheels next. Wheels come with 36 spokes. The tire on the bike is a 700 by 40C Schwalbe Marathon Mondial, which is kind of like the cousin of the Schwalbe Marathon Pluses, which are a touring staple. The bike comes with mechanical disc brakes. They clasp the rotor on both sides, so I've often read them compared to hydraulic disc brakes. Having ridden a bike with hydraulic disc brakes, the brakes do act slightly differently, but I've had no problem stopping in it. Today is kind of wet and the brakes are performing excellently. Okay, let's look at the handlebar next. The handlebar is a Kona road handlebar. What is different about this one from my previous bike, which is a gravel bike, is that the handlebar itself is a bit more shallow. It is much wider, and there's a bit of a flare at the drop. In terms of comfort on riding on these wider handlebars, I've not noticed anything negative about them thus far. I do enjoy the fact that the hoods aren't, I don't have to really overextend to reach the hoods, and this is where the brakes are. As well, the stem extender has allowed me to be quite comfortable in the drops. It's important for me to be able to get to the drops because that's where the shifters are. So this bike comes with bar and shifters, and this is one of the reasons that I bought the bike. Kona Sutra is currently the only bike in this price range that still has bar and shifters, and it was super important for me to have that on the bike. What is different about bar and shifters than integrated shifters? Well, for one, they're not integrated with the brake lever. 2, the shifter that controls the back gearing is indexed, so you hear that click, click, click when you interact with them. The front shifter is a friction shifter, which means that you can manually adjust the derailleur to prevent any chain rub. The gears on the bike are 3x10s. These are Shimano Dior, so there should be plenty of gears for climbing. I'm super excited about that. So the one thing that I did have to add on the bike were pedals, and I decided to go with flat pedals, and these are the Kona Wawa alloy pedals. Kona sure does have a way of naming their bikes and their pedals. So this is the Kona Wawa Sutra. At the beginning of the video, I mentioned there was one thing I didn't necessarily love about the bike so far, and that is the tape that they use it's the cork tape that they use to wrap the handlebar in. I find it very thin, and it doesn't offer much padding. So I don't know whether this will break in as I ride the bike a little bit more, or whether this is something that I'll just change as I continue riding the bike. So that is really the one thing that I found about the bike that I don't necessarily love at this point. Okay, if you stayed with me till the end, thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, give it a thumbs up. If you have any comments or questions, please leave them in the comments below, and I will do my best to answer any questions you may have. Thanks so much for watching, and see you next time. Oh, hello, doggy.